Hi everybody, I'm Jeanette from Boricua Sewing and Crafts. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about 3 of the machines that I have used while sewing and also doing embroidery. So I hope you find this informative, hope you like it, give it a thumbs up, and let's just get to it. Okay everybody, this is my brother HC1850. This is the first sewing machine I purchased. I purchased this about a year and a half ago when I first wanted to learn how to sew. I did a Google search on the best sewing machines for the beginners, and this seemed to have been the one that really grabbed my interest. I got it off of Amazon. One of the things that I really liked about this machine was that it had all these stitches, and I was like, oh, these are really pretty. It even has like a chart. You can go here, has all this. So it was really simple, easy to use. I also what attracted me to this was the table. This was really, really long. So I said, oh, I can lay the fabric here and start sewing. So that was another thing that really grabbed my interest. Some of the things that I didn't like about this machine. Well, the automatic thread feeder right here, it's like this. I just recently figured it out, and I was kind of like, I wasn't feeling it. Once you get into the SE1900, this is not what you're accustomed to, okay? It's what I call, you become, and I'll say it, I'm bougie, I don't care. I like the finer things in life. So once I started to really learn the machine and started liking to sew, I really kind of wanted more bells and whistles. Another thing is this is really cool. However, the SE1900 is color. So this after a while got old, and you can tell I wanted to upgrade. Speed's the same. I mean, it was a really, really good machine. It really was. Just 2 things that I didn't like was the thread feeder, which was this. And also, there was nothing here to cut the thread when you're sewing. Okay, whenever you were sewing, you had to pull it out, take a scissor, cut it, or you would go to the back, and you would just slice it right there. And I kind of felt like that wasted a lot of thread. So I just wanted to show you this baby that I started off with before the guy comes and picks it up. And I don't know if you guys are aware, I don't know, for some reason, sewing machines now are like the new diamond in the rough, okay? People are having a very hard time buying sewing machines. So I actually paid about $185 for this. And I was kind of like, okay, what can I reasonably ask for it? Because it's not new. So I said $90. Well, this guy was like, I want it, and he upped it and said, I'll give you an extra $10 for it. So I was like, hey, sold, okay, 100. So it's not bad, but I had no idea. The guy called me and said he's going to pick it up. I had no idea that these things are hot right now. So if you have a sewing machine that you're not using, you want to get rid of, this is the time to do it, because apparently a lot of people are after the machines. All right, so after I purchased my HC1850, I ended up wanting to get a more advanced and better machine. So what did I end up with? With the SE1900. And I have to tell you, I know that, I don't know. I know it's a little pricey. I paid $1,000 for it. For when I look on Amazon, I think they're going for a little more now, because for some reason, like I said, sewing machines seem to be the thing now for people to buy. But I have to tell you, this machine is great. I love it because it sews like butter. I love all the features that it comes with. It's just really, really, really neat. Let's see. One of the things that I love, well, in the first machine that I had, which was the HC1850, it did not have this. It didn't have the thread cutter, and that is a feature that I truly, truly, truly love. And also the automatic feeder. This is just so, it just does it so smooth. It really does. I mean, You know, I did not get the thread feeder in the other machine. Like I said, it took a lot of practice for me to figure it out. This one, it's just right out of the box. I was able to get it working. I really, really love this feature. I love all of the different design stitches that are in here. And I also really do love the fact that not only is this just a sewing machine, this is what introduced me into the world of embroidery as well. So to me personally, it was $1,000, but I gotta tell you, it was worth every penny, and I would do it again. And I would even pay the extra money, honestly, of what they're charging now. I don't know if now they're like $1,200 or something. I don't know. But when I purchased it, I purchased the machine, and it came like a bundle, and I had stabilizer that came with it. Stabilizer. I also bought the thread. So what I did was I bought the 63 bundle of, I think it's Brother Reed bread, something like that. But I recently went on Amazon and I bought this. I got the Smith thread, high quality thread. Love this thread. It's like this. Love this color. Because what happened was I started to run out. And I could not find the replacement threads for this. So I'm going to do a video also on that, on the threads, because there were some mistakes that I made on threads that I think you guys would benefit from. So I'm going to do another quick video on the threads alone, okay? Because, you know, finding replacement threads, you got to do a conversion chart and all that kind of stuff. So I just want you to know the journey that I went through to figure out these threads. And that way you guys don't make the same mistakes that I made. Save you guys some money and everything. So anyway, back to the machine, okay? Like I said, this machine is really, really awesome. It has so many different types of stitches that you can do. I love the fact that you can do the embroidery. It came with a 5x7 hoop. I also went on Amazon and I purchased an additional hoop, okay? Just to have it, because one of the things that I like to do is I like to test my tension on the machine. And I did a video on doing the tension of the machine because the tension was off on this machine and I had to adjust it, and that ended up fixing it. So check that video out. It's on my channel, adjusting the tension. You can adjust the tension, like I said in that video. You not just from the upper, but from the bottom as well. I have to admit, I really like the feature. I am going to do another video on some of these more advanced features. Like they have this one where it'll automatically cut your thread. Matter of fact, let me tell you about it now. Look, I mean, you press this. If you press these two right here, right? See how it highlighted both of these? See, now it's off. Okay, what this does is as soon as you lay down the I can't speak today. When you lay down the cloth, not the cloth, the fabric, okay? When you lay down the fabric to start to sew, what'll happen is if you highlight this button and this button, which is the back stitch button and the cutting the thread, what'll happen is it will, as soon as it starts to sew, it will automatically start back stitching, and then you keep it, and then the moment you stop, it'll automatically cut the thread for you. So I just literally found that out, and I was like, oh, this is really nice, because I was actually looking at purchasing another sewing machine, because like I said, I just sold the HC1850, and this one is the embroidery sewing machine. So I was thinking it would be nice if I just had a dedicated sewing machine, but I want a nice dedicated sewing machine. So I started looking into the, I think it's Jujuki or something like that, DX7, or Junkie, is JUKU. You know, my pronunciation is like so mega off. But anyway, I was looking at those machines, and those run about $1,400, right? So I was like, okay, so what am I getting for the $1,400 that I'm not getting in this machine? And I have to be honest, after looking at all of the videos on that machine that's $1,400, I just don't see me spending money on buying that machine, because everything that they had, this machine kind of had. So I guess I'm just going to stay with one. So I kind of like it because now I have a single, this is my single needle embroidery machine / sewing machine, and I actually love it. So if you're really thinking about buying one of these, I mean, I personally would recommend it because I think it's worth it. It really is. Now, my other machine, for those of you that are just really curious and stuff, this is my 6-needle embroidery machine. It's a Brother Entrepreneur 6 Plus, a 670e. It's a 6-needle machine. When I went to go purchase it, they had this machine in a 10 or a 6-needle. The price difference between the two was like $5,000. And I'm like, okay, is having an extra 4 needles worth $5,000? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, if I had to do it all over again, I would have bought the 10 needle. And I'm going to tell you why. Because unfortunately, when I went to buy it, the lady was not able to really express the difference between the 6 needle and the 10 needle. The 10 needle has more functionality than this 6 needle, but it's okay. For me to start off, this was fine. And the way I see it is, if my business really takes off and I can really start making a lot of embroideries, you know, and I make a lot of sales, then what I'll do is I'll just buy an additional machine. That way I'll have the 6 needle and a 10 needle, or maybe I can trade this one in for the 10 needle. But anyway, you know, I know this channel really, I like to focus this channel really on this machine, because this machine, I love it. And I know there are a lot of people out there that had just purchased this machine, and I want to be able to show you guys how to use this machine in more detail, because I've had it now for about 1.5 years, and I have to tell you, I am fully impressed with it. I think it's worth every penny that you spend on it. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview of all the machines that I have. And, you know, just stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel, because I do plan on making more videos to show you some of the functionality as I learn from the, you know, the SE1900. So hope to talk to you soon, and, you know, enjoy your machines. Bye.